Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. This is Adrian Cross and you're watching Adrian's EP Reviews. Now before we start today's video, I'd just like to say I was very reluctant in doing this video today, simply because everything that appears on my channel is shop bought, factory pressed, original CDs, DVDs, etc. Now the set of discs you're about to see are all CDRs. Now these were made by the fans for the fans. This set is called the Elvis Presley Project. Now there's a part 1 and a part 2. Part 1 is everything recorded from Las Vegas from 1969 to 1976, which also includes Lake Tahoe 1971 to 1976. Now, the Elvis Project Part 2 is everything recorded of Elvis from Elvis on tour from 1970 to 1977. Now, I thought it'd be pretty cool to look at these, and I do appreciate that they are CDRs, and this might not be everybody's cup of tea. So we'll see and we'll wait and find out what everybody thinks in the comments. Feel free to let me know whether this has come across okay, whether you'd like to see tour number 3 and number 4 next, or whether you're just not interested in the CDRs. And I'll totally understand, and we'll move on to the next video. We'll still be getting original CDs, DVDs, etc. from Memphis Recording Service, FTDs, anything else that comes along. But this is such a lovely collection of CDs, which I'm very, very proud of. The only thing is they are CDRs. But what I want to do today, if you don't mind, I'd like us to take a look at the first 2 tours of 1970. Now, the disc you're looking at the moment from the first tour is Elvis's opening night on the 9th of September 1970 from Phoenix, Arizona. Now, the pictures used in this project are all from the time period, if not from the performance itself, but from roughly the same time period. It could be the actual performance, it could be just the year, or it could actually be the year and the month. But anyway, so that is the first cover for the first actual concert from 1970. Elvis hadn't toured since the late 50s, and so this is the first tour live from Phoenix, Arizona. So let's take a look now, shall we, guys? So that is the front and the picture, yeah, and if we turn it over, that is the track listing. Now, a lot of these discs are audience recording, but if there's a sound booth recording available or a soundboard, then they do appear in the Elvis Project as well. So anyway, that's the first show from the 9th of September 1970, live from Phoenix, Arizona. So that is the first show. This is the second one, and this is Elvis live from St. Louis, Missouri on the 10th of September 1970. And that is the track listing for this particular performance. Yeah, and as you can see in the track listing, typical of 1970. I've Lost You, You've Lost That Loving Feeling, The Wonder of You, In the Ghetto. Great songs for that particular time period. Anyway, that is St. Louis, Missouri on the 10th of September. The next CD we're going to see is from Detroit, Michigan on the 11th of September 1970. Yeah, fantastic. And that is the track listing for that show. Yeah, fantastic. And that's live from Detroit, Michigan. So, the next show we're about to see is from Miami, Florida on September the 12th, 1970. This is the evening show. There's no afternoon show in this little set. And I do know that he did perform an afternoon show, some reason or another it's not available in this set now. I don't know why. Anyway, that's the track listing, and that is Elvis live from Miami, Florida on the 12th of September. The next disc is Tampa, Florida on the 13th of September. Fantastic. Yep. And that is the track listing for that. Wonderful. Tampa, Florida, 13th September. Now the next show, this is the closing show for Elvis's first tour, and this is live from Mobile, Alabama on the 14th of September 1970. Yeah, wonderful. And that is the track listing for this closing show. The closing show for Elvis's first tour of 1970. Yep, fantastic. Now we move on to tour number 2. So this is the second tour of 1970. And as you can see, this is from Oakland, California on the 10th of November. Yeah. That is the track listing for this particular performance. Wonderful. Yep. And that is the opening show for the second tour. We'll put that down and we'll bring the next one in. And this is the 11th of November from Portland, Oregon. Yeah, and that, as you can see, is the 11th of November. Yeah, and that is the track listing for this performance. Yeah, wonderful. Now we'll bring the next one in, and this is Seattle, Washington on the 12th of November 1970. Wonderful. So this is the second tour from 1970, and that is the track listing for this performance. Wonderful. Now this is Los Angeles, California on the 14th of November. Now the 13th isn't in the collection for some reason, the 13th of November. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's from San Francisco is the 13th, but for some reason or another, it doesn't appear in this collection. So, there you go. That is Los Angeles, California. Perfect. Right, lovely. The 15th is missing as well. And so we go to November the 16th from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Yeah. Fantastic. And that is the track listing for this particular performance. And this is the last show that I'm about to show you, but there was a concert on the 17th, but that was not recorded by anybody. I have checked with the book 1124, the Eric Lawrenson book 1124, and the 17th wasn't recorded by any of the fans, but that would have been the closing night for the second tour of 1970. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think. Has this been a success? Would you like to see any more, or should we just wrap it up there and then? I understand it's CDRs and it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I am so proud of the Elvis project and all the amount of CDs. I think in total there must be about 700 CDs altogether, between 600 and 750 CDs in the collection. They are good. I really am proud of them. But I understand if nobody wants to see them on the channel after this video, totally understand. Would appreciate the feedback, guys. Talk to me in the comments. let me know if you will, whether we're to feature any more or whether we're just to leave it there. But anyway, that's the video for today. Thank you for watching. Until next time, take care. Bye bye for now.